Hey everyone, it's MandaPanda and I'm back today with another custom Shopkins video. And today we are going to bling out Pretz-Elle from season 1. Now the first step to doing this is I'm gonna make her gold, and I'm using a flat brush, and I am using a acrylic paint from a brand called Folk Art number 660, and it's called Pure Gold. And I am going to cover Pretz-Elle completely with this beautiful gold color back and front. I'm even covering up the white of her little salt pieces. I'm gonna cover that up also. And we're gonna put a couple coats on her because I want her to look shiny and gold and fabulous. So let's get this first coat on. And see, you don't have to paint this perfectly. You really want to make sure that you get into the grooves. This is just the first coat. We are going to do 3. So make sure you get into all the little tiny crevices. And if it's not perfect, it's okay. Again, we are going to do 3 coats, and this is just the first one, guys. Now I'm gonna get the bottom of Pretz-Elle using my big brush, and then I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to a tiny brush to get around her eyes. Now when you are working on the eyes of any Shopkin that you're trying to customize, you want to make sure that you're using the smallest little brush that you can find, so that way you can get really close to her eyes without actually covering them with paint, because having to go back in and paint on eyes is just it's really hard, and it's just better off if we can avoid that by using a small brush to begin with. And you can really see this gold color that is just starting to shine, and it's making her look like she's worth $1,000,000 bucks. And so here's the small brush, and see, I'm just going into her eye area very carefully and very slowly to get around her eyes and getting as close as I can to her eye without actually painting it. And I'm really into customizing Shopkins. You know, Shopkins are so cute on their own, but making them into something even cuter and something that's one of a kind and something that I made, there's just something so special about that, and I absolutely love customizing these Shopkins. I have gotten a few requests on another video that I have up for custom Shopkins to do some shoes, so I'm thinking that maybe I'll customize some shoes for you guys in another video. If there's something that you want to see me do, just leave me a comment down below and I'll look into it. And we're almost done here with our first coat. Again, being really careful around her eyes and her eyelashes. I'm just gonna smooth this out just a little bit. And here she is, Pretz-Elle, first coat of gold paint. Now we're gonna put this Shopkin, we're gonna put her to the side. And I got a little bit of paint on her eye, so I'm using water in my really small brush to see if I can get that off. I got most of it. I'm gonna see if I can just wipe her eye real quick. Okay, so once you put Pretz-Elle to the side and let her dry a little bit, we are gonna go back in for the second coat, and I am going to start with the eyes this time because that's the most tedious part. Okay, let's get this second coat on. Just one more to go after this, and the color is really sticking to her, and it is really gold and shiny, and wow, I'm just loving this. I don't know about you guys, but I think it looks pretty awesome. So let's get this entire second coat on. And don't forget to do the bottom. Now once you get the second coat on, we do want to put Pretz-Elle to the side again, give her a couple minutes to dry, and then let's go back in and let's put that third and final coat in. And again, I am using Folk Art number 660 pure gold, and I did buy this at Hobby Lobby for about $1.50. And here she is. She's fully completed and fully painted. Put her to the side, let her dry, and on to the next step. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do to replace the salt crystals on Pretz-Elle. We are going to use these really tiny flat back crystals, and we are going to glue them onto her to make her bling bling shiny. And look at how tiny they are. To adhere them onto Pretz-Elle, I'm going to use this jewelry and bead glue E6000. Be careful when using this. You do need to use it in a well ventilated area. It is kind of stinky. You really should ask your parents for help on this part. It's kind of hard to squeeze this stuff out of here. Okay, and you don't want to let this touch your fingers. Just FYI. So here's Pretz-Elle. She's already dried. What I'm gonna do, or what I'm using, is I'm using the tip of a toothpick, and I'm going to dip the toothpick into the E6000, and I am going to put just a dab, just the tiniest little dot of that glue directly onto the Shopkin, onto the little bumps where the salt pretzel parts go. And I'm just gonna pick up a crystal and dab it on, and there's the first one, and this looks so cute. I love it. Love this. Bling Bling Shopkin. It'd be kind of cool if I made this into a necklace. I don't know, I might. That'd be a cool necklace. And you're just going to repeat, and you can put as many crystals on here as you want. You do not have to cover every single salt bump that's on her. You probably don't even have enough space to put that many crystals, but you make this your own Shopkin. If you want to put a colored crystal on here, you could always do that. This is just like so adorable. This is actually the first time that I ever had to use this glue, E6000. I will admit that it is not my favorite glue. I found it kind of hard to use, and it was very stringy. And if you're trying to do this project, I would strongly advise to maybe ask somebody at the craft store if they could possibly suggest a different kind of glue. This one just wasn't easy to work with, and I don't think I'll use it again. It wasn't fun trying to use it, and yeah. If you guys can find something else, or if you know of something else that's good for customizing these Shopkins and gluing stuff to them, please let me know in the comments below, because E6000 was just not my friend. And you're just gonna repeat, and we're just gonna repeat putting crystals on all over Pretz-Elle to your liking. This is your custom Shopkins, and you can just use your imagination and put the crystals wherever you want. Okay, so I am just putting on the final crystals here onto Pretz-Elle, and you can see I have all of these little strands of glue on Pretz-Elle from the E6000. This is again why it wasn't one of my favorite glues around. But I'm gonna put a toothpick through it, and I am just going to pull all those strands off, and then I'm gonna repeat this process to the back, but it takes too long, so I'm just gonna skip you guys straight to the finished product. And here she is. So here is Pretz-Elle. You saw me bedazzling the front of her. She came out beyond over the top amazing. I am in love with Pretz-Elle. She was one of my favorite season 1 characters, but man, this just stepped her up a notch, and I think she's my favorite character of season 1, 2, and 3 now that she's all crystalled out. And let's take a look at the back. So see, I have done the back in all crystals just like I did the front. I'm gonna go in later and I am gonna put some gold paint on the inside of her as well. She is just fabulous. I am loving Pretz-Elle. And she is shiny. I did put a top coat of clear nail polish. Believe it or not, I put clear nail polish all over her to just seal everything in. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And thank you so much for watching. Have a good day.